Hello there, my name's Scott and I'm going to be doing a review on 3 e-liquid flavours which I sort of received from www.switch2-e-cigs.com. Before I start, I must point out I did receive them free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review. My opinion of products remain true, honest and accurate as always. Now I said sort of received from switch2-e-cigs.com, who incidentally they're based in the UK, but it's actually an American company called AliceInVapeland.com who actually sent out the e-liquids. And the reason for that is they have their own sort of range of e-liquids, and switch2-e-cigs.com are going to be like the sole UK distributors. So it seems only fair that I sort of mention both companies. Okay, so the 3 flavours I'm going to review are the Cranberry, Lemon Loves Cake and Cupcake City. These are all 18mg strength and they are a mixture of PG and VG. I'm not too sure what the actual percentage ratios are there. I'm going to be using my Z-Max, which is currently set at 6 watts, and I've got a fresh 2.2 ohm bow cartomiser for each flavour, and I'm going to start off with the Cranberry. As you can see, like vapour-wise, you're getting a really nice amount of vapour, but you have to bear in mind that the amount of vapour you're going to get will be very dependent on your own sort of personal setup with regards to what sort of device you're using, what sort of atomiser or cartomiser, resistance, voltage, wattage, etc, etc. But nevertheless, with the setup I've got here, getting a really nice amount of vapour. Now the flavour of the Cranberry, which incidentally I've not got a clue what a Cranberry is. If you go onto the AliceInVapeland.com website, they've got a picture like underneath the Cranberry, and it looks like a bowl of sort of different coloured cereal. That's the only way I sort of describe it. And flavour-wise, it's not an overly strong flavour whatsoever. It's almost bordering on like the weak side, and it's got just a sort of a slight sort of fruity edge to it. Now the only way I can sort of describe the flavour is, you know, when I was a kid, you used to be able to buy these sort of little bags of, I don't know, I'm not even sure if you'd even class them as sweets, but they come in like a clear bag. I think that was called like a rainbow drop, something like that. And there was basically little sort of pieces of sort of almost like sort of sugar puffs, but different colours. And it's that sort of flavour, just a very sort of slight sort of fruity taste to it. And that's pretty much the only real way I can describe the flavour, unfortunately. Yeah, and that's pretty much what sums it up really. It's just it's like I said, it's not a particularly strong flavour, and the flavour you are getting is just a very sort of slight fruity edge. Like I said, you know, the rainbow drops that I can remember from being a kid do look sort of similar to what I had in that bowl of cereal. So I don't know if a Cranberry is something to do with Alice in Wonderland, the story, whether it features in that story. I don't know whether it's an actual proper cereal over in America. Not got a clue, but that is the only way I can sort of describe it. It's a bit like the rainbow drops. Go on to the next flavour then, which is going to be the Cupcake City, which is definitely my favourite, and this is a really nice flavour, this one. And swap over the drip tip. So this is the Cupcake City. Now, I can't honestly say it tastes like a cupcake, but what it does taste, for me anyway, what it tastes like exactly is, you know, if you're going to make a nice sort of sponge cake, and then you've obviously mixed up all your eggs and sugar, whatever it is that goes into that, and then like you have the mixture, and it tastes exactly like sort of basically sort of cake batter, and that is pretty much the only way I can sort of describe the flavour. It tastes exactly like cake batter, and it really does sort of take me back to to my childhood when my nan used to make really nice sort of homemade cakes, and she used to sort of give me the bowl afterwards. Used to sit there with a big wooden spoon, just sort of scooping it all out and scoffing all the raw batter down basically, and that is pretty much the flavour spot on. Now, even though I think most people know I'm very much into my like tobacco flavours or my menthols on like occasions, and those are the ones that I sort of tend to always sort of stick to. But the cake batter or the Cupcake City, you know, for me it is an all-day vape. Maybe not an all-day, everyday vape, but it definitely is an all-day vape. You know, it's a really nice flavour. And it was only a sort of, I think it was a couple of months ago, I was actually posting on the forums and asking people to recommend a site that sells a really nice sort of cake batter mix. And now I know where I can get one. So, you know, Cupcake City is, you know, gets a big thumbs up from me. I'll go on to the last one then, which is the Lemon Loves Cake. And swap over the drip tip again. And this is the Lemon Loves Cake. And you know, once again, this is another really nice flavour. You know, you definitely got that quite sort of strong lemon there. It does taste like cake, but nothing like the Cupcake City with regards to sort of that sort of, you know, cake batter sort of flavour. It's a different sort. It just tastes like a cooked sort of or a baked lemon cake. But what I am finding though, and I'm probably completely wrong here, but I'm also getting quite a strong taste of what can I sort of describe as sort of tangerine. Like I said, it's probably not got any tangerine in it whatsoever, but I'm definitely picking up the lemon cake, but with a, you know, a fairly sort of noticeable sort of tangerine sort of edge to it as well. And again, that is pretty much the only way I can sort of describe it. It's like, just tastes like a very nice lemon cake. And like I said, I can definitely pick up a nice sort of tangerine edge to it as well. It's quite a strong flavour, and it is sort of quite rich. So, you know, bearing in mind, you know, I'm only sort of vape tobaccos and menthols. It's not something I can vape for sort of an extended period of time, maybe sort of a morning's worth of vaping, and then that'll do for me. I need to sort of go back onto my tobaccos or a nice menthol. But for people who, you know, because bearing in mind a lot of people don't actually sort of vape many sort of tobacco flavours. I think most people tend to go for the like the fruity or the savoury sort of flavours. No, for those sort of people, I'm sure it would be quite easily an all-day vape, especially if you like your lemon or your lemon cake. But overall, you know, they're all nice flavours. The Cranberry is definitely the weakest flavour, and if I'm honest, it probably could do with adding a drop of flavour into it, just to sort of try and bring it out a little bit. But for me, the winner is definitely a Cupcake City. And if you're after like a nice little cake batter sort of flavour, then it's definitely one to go for. If you do fancy trying these out for yourself, go along to www.switch2-e-cigs.com if you're in the UK. Like I said, it doesn't seem only fair to also mention the other company in America, which is www.aliceinvapeland.com. Thank you very much for watching, and also come along and visit my website at www.e-cigreviews.com. That's e-cig-reviews.com. Cheers guys, happy vaping, see you later.